And there, below the throne of the Morning Star, great veins of gold coursed through the walls as blood from the beast of Mammon, a golden abyss to guard the gate to hell.
The PlayStation Vita is almost upon us.
Yes.
You've been so lucky you already have one.
Yes,
and
I've
played
really
pretty
enjoyed
much the entire launch lineup.
Yeah.
The biggest game in that is, of course, Uncharted Golden Abyss.
Yes.
The handheld Drake's Adventure. So is it possible to fit what's probably the most popular PlayStation 3 series into something that can sit in your pocket?
Yes and no.
No?
Well, first of all, I was a bit disappointed when I heard that Naughty Dog wouldn't be doing it. I mean, then you're sort of expecting a discount Drake. Yeah. But it turned out to be really good. One of the main reasons, I think, is that it's Bend Studios who did the conversion, who did the game. And they are brilliant at squeezing stuff into a handheld.
They did the Resistance on PSP or something like
yes.
that, right? Yes.
Also Siphon Filter, Logan's Shadow, and they are really awesome at doing this. One thing that they didn't quite match Naughty Dog on is the beginning of the game, the first 20 minutes, the whole storytelling. They're not that great at doing this.
Right. So it lacks the sort of cinematic flair you've come to expect from Uncharted.
Yes, and you end up feeling a bit like it's not quite there. You can't really pinpoint what's wrong. But they sort of make up for it in the rest of the game.
Okay.
Not necessarily because the story is amazing, but because a lot of the technical flaws that has been in the Uncharted games are not existent in this one. I think it's basically, I hate shooting in Uncharted. I really hate it. You just feel like you're shooting and shooting and shooting, and these guys are just standing there taking bullet after bullet, and it's really annoying. I think they nailed that much better in Golden Abyss. Simply because, first of all, you use the back panel of the Vita to zoom in and out when you're sniping, etc. And it just works much better. And it feels like they've done some kind of auto-aiming that helps you a little along the way without, taking charge of it. And that works really great.
So you mentioned zooming on the touch plate on the back of the Vita. Is there any other, Vita touch, silly gyro, flip your machine around controls options?
Yes.
Are they annoying or do they actually serve a purpose?
Most of them serve a purpose. There's one where basically it became a joke. Me and a friend were playing the game, and it became a joke every time Drake would get to some sort of anything he had to cross. You just knew that halfway through there would be some kind of explosion, so he would stand like this, and you would have to tilt your machine. And it's like, oh, come on, not again.
That sounds like Uncharted.
Yeah, and that's the only thing where I felt like, okay, they're going overboard on this. But other than that, it works. They've included some kind of camera feature where you get achievements it's trophies for taking pictures of different places in the game. Basically, they're trying to compensate for the fact that Uncharted hasn't got any multiplayer. So they have put in tons of extra stuff to do in the single player. You've got 30 plus stages, and in all of them you can collect different artifacts, you can collect jewelry, coins from the different guys that you kill. You can take pictures, and there's some different kind of playing cards that you can collect. And you can trade all of this with other players online by using the near features, that social network feature that is implemented on the PS Vita. So there's a lot of extra stuff to do. I liked it for one reason, that by including all this, they have tried not to make the game as linear as a typical Uncharted game. There's a lot more places where you can see, oh, there's a ledge. I'm just going to try and jump from there to there, and it works really well. So it feels like you can do a lot of exploring in this game, and I think that's great. I know some of my colleagues said that they used 10 to 12 hours to complete the game, and I spent about 16. I might just be crap at it, but really I think I hope it was because I did a lot of exploration on it.
So for those who are going out and picking up a Vita on launch day, Uncharted is like that's a safe game to get.
Yeah, definitely, it is a safe game. Yes.
You two were getting all cozy down there.